Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Coast to Coast. And I just want to start off by saying that I, this podcast is useless because guess what? We're all gonna die eventually, right? It's the cycle of life, and but if we're making the cycle of life a little easier on you, okay, then make sure to stick with us this evening. We have some brief, enjoyable content for us all. I'm sure it's gonna be a load of fun. We have some movie talk. Maybe we touch on some sports, some small talk. Up to you guys. I wanted to touch on some football stuff, draft stuff that I've been picking up in my evaluations. And I already have. I mean, obviously, as I study more, I will bring up more sleepers. But I already have one sleeper that I think will be great in later rounds. I want to talk about him. I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. My co-host on the bottom right here on my screen. I don't know. I don't know what in the actual fuck I'm looking at.
Dude, I'm protecting my head from the asteroid.
Hi. Well, good. Fortunately for you, as Anthony just brought up to our attention, the chances lowered from 3% to 1%. Yeah, according to my co-host over
Oh,
there on
oh,
my
okay.
top right.
I thought maybe you said that you did look it up and it was one. I know it dropped. I don't know
No,
how
no,
much it actually
no.
dropped.
You're the source. You're the source, and the
Oh,
source is
fair,
trust me, bro. So I'm
fair
just
enough.
sticking with
It,
it.
it is a trust me, bro. And you know what?
Um,
As the astronomy consultant on the show as well, I do appreciate your taking my very clearly expert opinion into account with this one.
well, coast to
You are
coast,
the
coast to
astronaut,
coast.
so
Yeah,
Exactly.
I mean, coast to coast podcast. We're not known for our credibility. We're just morons who talk. So, um,
Speak for
I'm doing
yourself.
exactly that. I'm just
I'm not a moron. I'm
so
just talking
so
into an echo chamber. Oh my god.
I'm doing
Jesus.
exactly that, and I'm trusting a moron. So we'll stuck with that. But I mean, the bigger moron. What is this guy doing with the Under Armour shirt? Holy!
It is quite the getup. I gotta be honest with you. It's really something.
You know who he reminds me of?
What's that?
What are the name of those guys? They
can you
live in
even
like
tell what I'm wearing?
I can't. But you know what you look like to me? You look like to me like those guys who live in igloos in Alaska.
Like the
An Eskimo?
Eskimos?
The Eskimos, yeah.
No way.
Well, dude, it's just the hood that attaches to my jacket. There's a zipper here.
Oh, I have a jacket that does that. I think the brand is called Mammoth. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the zipper doesn't close, so it's kind of useless because it's supposed to be a cold jacket, but it doesn't really keep me away from the cold because I can't close the zipper, right?
Dude,
But
But you're
nonetheless,
also in
story for the
as for
Florida,
pod.
right? So
I'm also in Florida, but I wish I could bring it to my colder states when I traveled. So it's
yeah,
only there for
True.
the drip, really.
fair. Yeah.
So, funny story for the pod, story time from today. I sold a guy some internet and some phones today. Pretty big sale. So actually, it's the biggest sale I've made in my short time with AT&T. So, uh, yeah, it felt
Clap it
good
up.
to get that sale through. And then I immediately walked out of the business, and I walked over to because I we carpool to our sales sites. So our sales sites are typically like a bunch of strip malls, and you just walk down them.
Sure.
But I walked over to where the car was; it was gone. And for those who don't know, it currently feels like negative 20 degrees in Kansas right now. And
Oh, that's
so
just lovely.
when I went to look for the car, I was confused by its absence. So I went to my phone, which only had 3% battery, and I made a couple calls. None of them got through. My phone got down to 1%. I start panicking because I think I'm gonna fucking freeze to death, or I gotta go chill in the business that I just sold phones and internet. And so, with 1% left, I get a call back from my coworker. I'll leave his name out of the podcast, but he was like,
God damn it,
"Dude,
Ethan.
someone else." He,
Yeah,
he was
fuck
like, "Dude,
Ethan,
someone else
guys.
is
All
supposed
my
to go
homies hate
pick
Ethan.
you up." Is not.
So
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 because
who picked you up
him and
then?
another guy had an appointment to go. So he turned around. He ditched his appointment with another business to go pick me up
Oh, how
because
nice.
he was leaving to go meet with a business owner he had a meeting with. But because I was freezing my ass off, he had to ditch that to go pick me up.
Well, that was nice of him. You should be
That's
appreciative.
how we know the real ones, right?
Thank you,
Yeah.
Ethan. You're not actually a dick. Wow, crazy.
But I've got my eye on
He
you.
left me.
You know what?
I had no
Exactly. I have my eye on him.
I had
Yeah.
no communication on the fact that they were leaving. None. They
So
did
it's a
not tell
net
me
neutral,
anything.
really. It's a net neutral. He realized his mistake and he made up for it. It's all right.
Yes.
Yeah, but
I
he doesn't get
sat
bonus
in
points for it.
negative. Yeah, he doesn't get bonus points for it, dude. I was so fucking cold. So fucking cold. You know
The
why I was so cold?
see-
irony?
Because my hood was in my apartment. I didn't have my hood.
Well, I can tell. As for over here in Florida, it is currently 73 degrees.
That's nice and toasty.
No,
see.
it's way too toasty. Well, now it's chill, but when I go to
58.
work, you see, that's what I want. That's
58
perfect weather.
and dry.
That fucking groundhog couldn't just not see a shadow.
This
Yeah.
guy just from hood to Rambo. What is going on?
He's a man of many costumes in this episode.
Odd.
What he really
He's
should have
bored out of
done,
his mind.
he needs to get a standing desk so that way in the future he has room. He can level up the desk and he'll have room so he can duck under it, change his costume, and pop back up like a magician.
Yeah, I mean,
It'd be a nice segment.
come on.
That would be funny. No, there's this OU football broadcaster who changes his hat every 5 to 10 minutes in a broadcast, and he'll go through like 25 hats in the course of a football game, and they're all just different OU hats. And he's like, "Oh, a bad play happened. Got to change the hat." It's clearly a luck thing, and so I'm having my fair share of fun.
Fair enough.
Okay, but he has an argument. What is your argument being a customizable character today?
Oh, well, that's because of the game that we're going to be playing, but that's not now. We have more to talk about.
What you should use now as your thing with the hats and the headwear is every time you change, you want to change topics. you're you're now bored of whatever we're talking about.
Yeah, that's my signal to you guys to shut the hell up.
Yeah, yeah. What I was gonna say though, before we move on real quick, is it would have been really ironic if you had to go to the company that you just sold phones to and ask to use their
I
phone.
had to use their
Hey, that's good business.
I was hoping
That's good business.
and you could be like, "See, it works. I told you." That would have been like a really great end of the story. But
Oh,
I'm
that
glad
would
you were
have
out of
been
the
so
out of the
fucking funny.
cold, the blistering cold. But yeah, okay. So what else did you want to talk about before we move into our more
Dude.
meaty topics?
I know this has been a topic of discussion for both of us on Twitter, but for those who are saying that there are no unique films and no good films in Hollywood, y'all need to shut up because there was an absolute banger that I just witnessed. Can't go into spoilers because it hasn't even released yet. Anthony was able to enlighten me in this thing where my theater, AMC, they call it Screen Unseen, where they show a movie that's being released in 2 to 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks early, but they don't tell you what movie you're seeing. And so I was going into it Monday night, kind of expecting it to be The Monkey because it was rated R and there wasn't a lot of rated R movies coming up, and that was just like what I forecasted. I get into the theater, and it's a movie I hadn't even heard of because I don't know what. They just didn't put a bunch of trailers in other movies because I've been to the theaters a lot lately. But I witnessed My Dead Friend Zoe, which apparently had a release date of 2024, but in America, anyways,
Festival
it's
release usually is what that means, but wide release it's 2025.
okay. Okay, yeah. Wide release is 2025. It's going to be released in 9 days, February 28th, in the United States of America, and it is a must-see film for those who are interested in any sort of film because it is extremely well made. It's labeled as a comedy. Definitely not a comedy. I cried multiple times throughout this movie. It's honestly really touching to the heart. There's only been like 5 movies ever that have made me cry, and this is one of them. And I was literally bawling by the end of the movie. So, for those who like emotionally sound films that have really good acting, great direction, um, this movie makes use of every bit of its showtime. It's not long. It's a really good. Actually, how long is the runtime? But it doesn't drag at all. Um, the entire time I was watching My Dead Friend Zoe, I was engaged with the film. It was intense for the whole entire time. It's only 101 minutes, so it doesn't even break the 2 hour mark, but those 101 minutes, you're invested the whole time. Uh, I can't really get into spoilers because I want everyone to witness this movie on their own.
I never
But
thought I would witness Rambo talking about a movie that's so emotionally sound, to be fair. But yeah,
Yeah.
exciting.
yeah, no, it's a must-see movie for everybody.
Yeah, it's on my radar. Comes out in a couple weeks officially, so I'll check it out when it's out in theaters. It might be the mystery movie next week. That's a possibility, and so maybe I'll see it early as well. But yeah, glad you enjoyed it. It maybe gave me vibes from the trailer at least, and very different movies in terms of themes and narrative. But it gave me vibes of My Old Ass from last year, which also was a really big pleasant surprise for me. So I'm interested.
Um, as I had mentioned before we started the stream, or the pod, I watched 2 movies this weekend. Look, guys, I'm getting to my movies. Isn't that unbelievable?
I
Um,
would
no, I
say,
still.
like you said, different themes and stuff than My Old Ass, but My Old Ass, like, this is a lot more dark than that one.
Well, I mean, maybe on the surface, I'm not sure what this one involves, but I mean, in My Old Ass, you do have some really like some sad stuff that does occur in that film as well. Maybe it leans more
Hold
into
on.
comedy, but yeah,
What is the name of the movie? My old ass.
My Old Ass.
Yeah,
It follows
it's
Oh,
the
a
that's
movie
funny.
where. Go ahead.
It
You don't want to
follows
say it.
a teenage girl who's about to leave for college, and on her last summer in her lake town that she lives in, everything, she it's a coming of age film. She decides to take mushrooms, and during her trip, she meets her old self from 20 years in the future, and they there's a bond, there's a relationship, there's a learning from each other type of thing going on. I don't know. It was one of my big surprises of last year. I was like, it looks okay, but then I saw it and it was really really good. So
Okay. I watched 2 movies this weekend. Arrival that you've been yelling at me to watch for a while now, and Carlitos Way. That was one of my dad's rec. I'm not sure if you have watched it or not, but that very. I mean, it's Al Pacino and Sean Penn, right? So you can kind of know what to expect. I mean, it's a phenomenal movie though. Sean Penn won Best Supporting Actor for
Really
that movie.
unfortunately, you didn't see it in theaters.
What? Arrival
Arrival.
or Curly? Yeah, yeah. I did not
Arrival.
watch Arrival when it came out, but I had a jolly time this weekend with it. And I will say that it and I didn't mind the pacing of it. And I'm not calling it slow. Um, but it kept me intrigued as to like what the fuck was going on, right? Because um I could tell, not I could tell, right? But the audience can tell from the get go that spoiler warning, uh, that the aliens are not, they don't seem aggressive, right? So I'm just wondering, do they need the humans? Are they here by chance? Like, because clearly they seem to be more intelligent than the humans, so it's not like they're there by chance. They're there for a reason, right? So you're just trying to understand, you know, the reason in which they're there. And I did not expect the turn it took. Um, it was absolutely phenomenal. Um, my dad was confused with it at first, and he's not so much of a uh, sci-fi guy. He's so much of a fantasy guy. Hence, the Carlitos Way wreck. For those who don't know, it's a very um like mafia-esque movie, like crime and mystery and such, police and whatever. Um, Arrival was super good. Like, it was as good as you advertised it, and even better. And
Yeah.
makes me just want to watch Dune more, because it looks like Dennis knows what he's doing for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of my favorites of all time. I love the linguistic twist on an alien science fiction film. I think that's so brilliant in a way, and obviously the way that they approach the whole thing and themes of loss and grief, and also, as you move into it, spoiler alert, because even though, almost 10 years old at this point, but spoilers, uh, because you are witnessing events that haven't happened yet in her head, there is a lot of that, when you get to the second half, that moral quandary of, do you actually still continue down that road? You know what's going to happen, you know it's going to hurt, but the whole theme of like still appreciating those moments and not wanting to lose those moments just because of the loss, I think is really poignant stuff.
It's also discovering what's going on. I forgot the character's main name as well, but the main character, right? The one that's discovering everything, and uh,
Yeah.
the professor. I forgot her name.
Yeah.
Anyways, as she like you really feel like you're discovering this with her, like you're seeing these memories with her. It feels like, right? And I got chills when the Chinese president told her what what she told him.
Yeah.
And like the phone call and shit. I was like, holy shit, you know. Definitely a chilling moment.
Yeah, super moving.
It was great. It was great.
Really, really awesome score, and its renditions of stuff in the past, of course, but the cinematography as
Hmm.
well. I think Denis and maybe it was Roger Deakins in this film. I'm not sure. I know Deakins has done other Denis Villeneuve films like Blade Runner 2049, for example, but some of the massive scope shots that you get, especially of the alien ship over the hills, the foggy hills. I think the whole atmosphere, the whole environment is really, really awesome stuff. I think the turmoil within the army camp that we're placed in is a nice reflection on what's happening at a grand scale. So we don't need to see the grand scale because we have the more intimate version of that within the army camp itself. And so I really just think it's a very smartly written film. I think it's beautifully made and so expertly crafted, and Amy Adams is really tremendous. I can't believe she didn't get an Oscar nomination even, or maybe she was nominated but she didn't win for that film. Really, really weird stuff, with the Academy. Obviously, I can't critique the Academy enough, but yeah, it's one of my favorites of all time.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but it really feels like at the beginning of the movie when they're setting up and stuff, it really feels like the army's done that before, because like it was told in the TV, it was mentioned in the TV that there's a protocol in place for this, and everyone was super calm, like super relaxed with the whole situation. So to me, it gave me the impression that they've already done similar cases, but this is the most serious one because there's never been contact, like
Sure.
formal contact.
And I think that
But it
might
really
be,
feels like
I'm not
better
sure what
before.
the case is for real life, but obviously, it's meant to mirror real life, but it is its own image, you know, where
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
different things
for
can
sure.
happen. And so maybe there was
Yeah,
another
yeah,
anomalous event that happened before, or maybe there really is like some kind of protocol that, the military does engage in for anomalous events, like, how they address UFOs or whatever. Um, who knows? But yeah, good observation. I'm glad you liked it.
yeah. It was cool. It was cool. Absolutely.
All right.
Do next.
I saw two more films actually. I didn't only see My Dead Friend Zoe, and these ones I can actually elaborate on because spoilers are a little less of an issue here.
We still
Um,
have the disclaimers, so spoilers ahead for Love Hurts and Heart Eyes, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Wait, have I not talked about Love Hurts on the podcast?
I don't remember if we talked about it. We may have talked about it last week. Then, in that
Oh,
case,
well, quick recap. Love Hurts sucks, but it's a fun suck. It's not a bad suck. It's still a movie I'd go and see, but I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. It's just a fun, shitty movie. No storyline really. The one I actually saw yesterday was Hard Eyes. Hard Eyes, really fun movie. Great slasher. Honestly, it deserves the praise because it takes a very obvious and it takes a story that's not necessarily unique and it has like fun spins on it. There is a little bit of laziness in the ending, especially with the killers. Yes, plural. Um,
yeah,
Yes, plural.
yeah. So I watched it today as well. And briefly, I don't know if
oh,
you
okay.
care about spoilers, but we are gonna get into
No,
spoilers. So if you don't mind,
that's
that's
okay.
perfectly fine. If not, you can deafen for a couple minutes just so we can talk about this ending real quick and
Well,
the
I
whole
will
second
take the
half really.
opportunity to go take a piss. I'll take the
Perfect. Yeah.
opportunity to take a
So
piss. There you go.
yeah, this fucking uh I really hated the killer reveal. That bothered me how like lame and lazy it was, from my
It was
perspective.
pretty obvious.
But it wasn't even like a fun obvious though. You know what I mean? Like, oh, JS is the initial on the ring. Oh, it's obviously not the boyfriend. Like, I mean, it's one of those things. They tried to pull the red herring of a Billy Loomis, but like, you know how boring that would be too, right? So I don't know. The way that they approached the first of the three killers, I think would have been honestly the better way. Like, we don't always need to have it
hmm
be a character that's connected. We can just kill the bad guy. I know for slasher fans that might be an outrageous take or whatever, but yeah, I thought the killer reveal was kind of lazy. The kills at the end were cool. I liked that. Um,
hmm
but yeah,
It
I'm
also
not
doesn't make sense because those two people were in the PD for Seattle. Did they just like what transfer from city to city, or were they on
right,
vacation? Yeah, no, it just doesn't fucking make sense.
right.
But yeah, no, I don't like the reveal of the killers. It just doesn't make sense. Also, it was pretty obvious who it was just because you didn't see a single interaction. But like, oh my god, the killer, he's there, and then it cuts away, and you never get a scene with both the killer and the girl
Right.
detective
Yeah.
on there. So like, clearly she was involved in it in some way, and yes, having it be three people instead of two is a way of being like different. Like, oh, you could have predicted that, but they also did it in a super lazy way by making the third person someone who wasn't connected to the story.
Right, yeah. Like if you're gonna do it where no one's connected, you have to go all the way, I think, instead of going the route that they did where he was just a fan of them and so they decided to have a romantic thing and that was just so weird to me. It's such a bizarre choice. Yeah, not a big fan of that. It was fun
Yeah,
and
you're telling
silly.
me a fan was able to track down the killer, but the
Right.
rest of the
Yeah.
PD and the nation
How
couldn't?
yeah, how did this guy get in contact with them? Like was he a survivor of one of their massacres? Like I don't understand. Yeah, a lot
Yeah,
of
this is
a
Amanda
lot
from
of
Jigsaw.
a lot of logic questions certainly, but whatever. I can suspend some disbelief with a lot of that stuff, but and I thought overall I gave it a positive rating. It was a silly, bloody, fun experience. I didn't hate it. It didn't overstay its welcome. It's only like a little over 90 minutes. But I think people are overhyping this a bit. It's not any kind of like Scream Killer or anything like that. It's not gonna, they it very well may become a franchise if it makes a lot of money. Uh, but yeah, I don't know. Some of the humor didn't land, some of the romance didn't land. So much more of a mixed bag for me, even though I do lean positive still. I will say, as a quick comment before I kick it back to you, I did find it funny that uh, they deliver a better "Love Hurts" line in this movie than the actual movie "Love
Yeah, I
Hurts."
just saw that on your letterbox review.
that
That
was
was so funny.
that was my big takeaway. I laughed so hard when I heard that because I
And
just thought of "Love
that
Hurts."
shit was so good.
Yeah, yeah.
That line was so funny. The seriously, we're not fucking dating was so funny too. I thought that shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
Really, really not really funny, but like a good funny comedy slasher. Um, better than any Friday the 13th movie except for the 2009 reboot, and even then, it's probably still better than that. So yeah, if people want to hype up Friday the 13th, I think it's okay to hype up this movie.
Yeah. All right.
Also, yeah, no, I forgot to mention because you said it already, but the kills in this are amazing. The gore is really well done.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I think some of the CGI blood was a little jarring, so I didn't appreciate that as much as real blood, or not real blood, but like fake blood compound. Um, that would have been better, and I think some of them are a little underwhelming. It does cut away a couple of times, and so I didn't care for that nearly as much either. But the kills that we do see are really good. So
Right. Um, I thought that the trash compactor kill, I don't
that
even know
was
if that's
that
what
was
it was.
wild. That was a wild kill.
That was that was awesome. I love that. But the third actually did has Broofy seen Long Legs? Am I the only?
I don't think so.
I don't think he has. Okay, so I can talk about it then. The third movie I saw, well, technically fourth movie I've seen since the last podcast was Long Legs, and in my review on Letterboxd, I said, "How can anyone not like this film?" I It's so well done. It's such a good movie. Um, People want unique stories in horror. Longlegs is exactly that. It's such a good film. Most comparable in getting, or it got a lot of comparisons to Silence of the Lambs. And when you're getting conversations like that, you have to earn your way into them, and it absolutely did. Uh, I can't say enough good things about this movie. The environment, like the setting of the film, is super not necessarily gothic, but it's like moody and cloudy and atmospheric. I loved it. I thought the killer was really entertaining. Nick Cage gave a fucking amazing performance, as did God. I'm drawing a blank on
Micah
the
Monroe.
actress's name. She isn't. Yeah, Micah Monroe, who now is two fucking amazing performances for horror. She's quickly becoming one of my favorite people to watch in the genre because she gives iconic performances. Um, just so far, I haven't had anything negative to say about this movie. I enjoyed every bit of it, and I think the tension in this film is so masterfully done. In a different way than My Dead Friend Zoe, but I couldn't not pay attention during this movie. I couldn't take my eyes off the film when I was watching it.
Well, and that's part of the fun about long legs as well, for me, is you do catch things on your second and third viewing. You will. I don't know if you saw the devil in some of the shots of the film, but he's there, and he's there
Yeah, I did.
quite a bit. And you'll miss it if you.
Hmm.
It's literally a blink and you'll miss it type of deal. But I
His
just
most obvious one was whenever was it Nick Cage character, or was it her? It was Nick Cage that walked into her house, right?
Okay, so the one you're thinking of is when the mother starts doing her deed outside when they're trying to go drive over to the house to pick her up for questioning. That's after Longlegs does what he does at the police station. Um, so yeah, the when she opens the door and leaves to go see, that is the maybe the most obvious one that a lot of people caught on because it's in the window, the silhouette. But there are a
Right.
number of other instances where you can very clearly see the devil watching over the whole thing, and I just little touches like that I think are just so fun in a film, and it adds to the rewatchability, which is
Hmm.
great, especially if you're someone who wants to own physical media like myself. Rewatchability is kind of a thing. You don't want to buy a movie that you're going to watch once and then never watch again. You want something that's you're going to be like, okay, let's watch Longlegs today, and it's not that big of a problem. I do understand how you did say I don't understand how people don't like this film, but I do understand to a degree if you don't appreciate the direction that the film takes with like the mysticism and the actual ties to religion and whatnot and actual magic being involved. And I get that, but it's not something that what came out of the blue, and it's not something that the film wasn't foreshadowing from the very beginning. I mean, they even say, like, in the first 5 minutes of the film, they're talking about how she's at least half psychic, right? Because I forget the actor's name, but the chief, he says half psychic is not half psychic is
Better than
better
not
than not
psychic at
psychic
all.
at all. Yeah, and so like we're already told that there's weird stuff happening and there's supernatural stuff happening, so to not accept it later, obviously that's a weird take for me, but I guess I get it if it's just not your flavor of horror. But yeah, I loved Long Legs last year. It was my I think number 6 at the end of the year. Really great stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I
Absolutely.
haven't
That's
watched
classic.
Long Legs, and from what you guys say, it's something I have to watch as well. But how does it
It's on
compare
Hulu
to?
now. It's Hulu's #1 movie right now because it just released,
Okay,
so everyone who didn't see it in theaters is watching it on Hulu now.
okay,
I'm
I did
gonna
not know that.
probably end up
I have to watch
rewatching
it.
it by the end of the week.
I have to watch it as well. Just a quick question, just so I understand where it's at. How do you guys compare to Nosferatu?
Nosferatu's better.
Nosferatu was my number 3 last year. Long Legs was number 6. I'm pretty sure it was number 5 or 6. But
So you guys
Nosferatu was
agree,
3.
both agree Nosferatu's better, but not by too much, maybe.
I need to give both films a rewatch, but my initial viewing of Nosferatu, I was more enamored with the cinematography and acting in Nosferatu than I was in Longlegs.
And the cinematography in Nosferatu was probably top 3 of all movies I've ever watched, like ever. The
It's
cinematography
so
is
well done.
Robert Eggers,
it's
man.
absurd cinematography.
that's that's what Robert Eggers does.
I have to watch Northman Lighthouse because I watched The Witch and I absolutely love The Witch, so I have to get
Yeah.
on the rest of his
Well,
filmography.
and with Nosferatu, I don't think it's getting enough. The acting is genuinely. I don't think
Insane.
they could have done better acting. I
No, I don't
I,
think so
I don't
either.
want to say perfection, but I genuinely think that they all delivered the best possible performance for each character.
So
Yeah,
maybe you're right with not perfection, but I don't know. Maybe you guys disagree, but I think perfect and flawless can be different things. So maybe it's a flawless performance. I don't know.
I
Yeah.
see what you're saying.
Maybe I'm splitting too
Yes.
many
I
hairs
I
there, but
agree.
all right, cool. Yeah. So
It's an amazing performance.
yeah.
We can settle with that.
But
Mhm.
yeah, Nosferatu edges out Long Legs just a bit. Um, but they're very different. Like you're going for Nosferatu to see a classic vampire story with set in it's a period piece, right? And it's playing with lighting, it's playing with cinematography, it's playing with editing and all that stuff. But whereas Long Legs is a very procedural cop crime thriller with supernatural elements mixed in. It's not even really, it is a horror film, but it is a lot more of the procedural thriller elements like a Silence of the Lambs or like a Seven as well. That is more in line with
Mhm.
that type of horror than conventional horror or anything else in the supernatural category.
Do
I
you
think
guys like
Longlegs
Seven
is
more or?
probably. I think Longlegs is more rewatchable, more probably than Nosferatu, having not rewatched either film.
I have rewatched. I've watched both of them. I've watched Nosferatu twice and Long Legs 3 times. Nosferatu on the second watch was just as great, so I think it might be another one that I'll just have fun with every time. So, but we'll see.
Hmm. And to answer your question, I haven't seen Seven yet.
Okay, I was gonna ask if you guys prefer Seven or Silence of the Lambs. Seven is a classic, Jacob. Absolute classic.
I haven't seen
I
either
think
in
Silence of
maybe
the
a
Lambs.
year, but I think
Hmm.
I think my edge is for Seven.
You
I
see, there you go.
really
If
really
Anthony's
is.
telling you Seven is better than Silence of the Lambs, that should tell you what kind of movie Seven is.
It's not.
Right.
I don't know if
Silence
it's
of the Lambs
better.
is
I
one of her favorite movies ever.
prefer Seven over Silence of the Lambs. Let's be
I
very
I, I
clear.
guess
Cop out.
I personally I love both, but I personally
No,
prefer
of
Silence of the
course.
Lambs. But Seven is absurd. Seven is absurd.
Yeah. both incredible films, both in a similar era of crime thriller, but also very different
Yes, very, very.
very different in how they're shot, very different in style and approach, very
In
different
every
in
single way,
yeah,
yeah.
very unique stuff, and obviously both truly incredible pieces.
Seven's absurd, bro. Seven, they have to rewatch.
Yeah, and maybe streaming
Phenomenal roster
somewhere.
too, right? Or cast, I should say.
Yeah, I mean Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman. You know, Brad Pitt a little earlier in his career. Just a great chemistry, but also great foils for each other. Where Morgan Freeman is the hardened, jaded cop, who's about to retire, and then Brad Pitt is this young rookie cop. He's not a rookie cop, but he's a rookie in the city that he's
Rookie
in.
detective, right?
Yeah, yeah, and so he's very hot-headed. He wants to win the case, and so they butt heads a lot, but they have great chemistry, and they do come together at the very end. Because they've been on this case, they now
I
are on the
mean,
same page with each other, and then the unfortunate,
it's everything about the case, right?
yeah, yeah, and then
The case is captivating.
right, and the performance of Kevin Spacey as the killer. Just really something else. And we only have like 10
dude,
minutes with him, 15 minutes.
Kevin Spacey's such a great actor. It sucks he has all the fucking shit behind him, but his
Yeah.
performances in every single thing I've seen of him is just great.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess one other thing about movies before we move on, or before you guys give any other thoughts. Oh, he changed
look at
hats.
that.
He changed hats.
Oh, well,
He wants to
okay.
change the subject. But real quick, I watched there's a Led Zeppelin documentary that's out right now called Becoming Led Zeppelin, and it's really about
My mom sent me that. Is it good?
yeah, it was good. It's really about them coming together as a band, and a little bit about what they did before, and a lot of what's leading up to Led Zeppelin 2, so that's a large part of the whole thing. And there's even
Yeah.
God, what's his name? I don't know why I'm blanking on names right now, but they even have some recorded audio from an interview before he died, which was really cool to hear. Like, this is the first time anybody's heard this type of this
so cool.
interview, which was really awesome. It was a
That is
nice
so cool.
inclusion, and it was nice to, like, the other band members. They have them all, sitting individually, and they're able to watch old footage of them performing, and they're able to hear him speak and stuff during the audio clips. So that was really cool. It really becomes a bit of a visual type of experience, and more of a concert by the second half, where they really are giving you full segments of a live performance from back in the day, and they're just uninterrupted. You just listen to the music, you look at what's happening, because usually a lot of the stuff with the camera is very interesting. But the funny story about all of this is, uh the Broofy, especially you wouldn't understand the age group of people that listen to Led Zeppelin. You know what I mean? It's not going to
Oh, I
be
would.
most of the people aren't going to be our age, but there are obviously some, but most of them are going to be from that era. They grew up going to
Yep.
those concerts, going to those
Absolutely.
festivals. So you can imagine their confusion, which led to fear, which led to vitriolic anger when Companion started screening instead of the documentary before. Initially, it was so funny, because I Companion and this film have very different, like, production companies and everything, of course. So when
Yeah.
the opening credits start to pop up for all the production and everything, I'm like, oh shit. They're screening the wrong movie. And everybody, as soon as that
Yeah.
movie started, and the first line is, Sophie Thatcher saying, the two most memorable days of my life are when I met Jack and when I killed him. And the
What?
the uproar from the crowd that are watching the wrong movie now was hilarious. I mean, they literally, from confusion, like, oh my god, what is going on, to fear, oh my god, what is going on, to anger, someone needs to do something about this. and so I am probably, even in my bad health, I'm probably the most capable person there. So I jet up out of my chair and go run to get a worker to go fix the problem. But it was a really, really funny start to the whole thing. And
That's hilarious.
yeah. Uh,
That's hilarious, dude.
yeah. So that was my little story. Jacob, what's our next topic?
Yeah, hat man.
Yeah.
Gentlemen and ladies, sorry, there's none probably
We
listening.
have ladies.
We have the game. And this game was
It's not
sponsored.
Saul, right?
No, it's not Saul. No.
Okay, go.
This game was sponsored by myself because I'm the one that invented it.
Let's go.
Entirely
Yay!
unique
AT&T
topic.
sponsor, right? AT&T sponsor. Let's go.
Yes, AT&T.
An entirely
Allegedly.
unique topic and game that has never been seen before.
Oh, of course.
Something that nobody has ever thought of in their entire lifetime.
Not. Okay.
Something so unique
Never.
that only
Jeopardy.
my
Let's
brain
go.
could come up with it.
Okay.
Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are playing
Dictionary.
Who Said What? The game where you tell me who said what.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna be giving you
Guys,
Thanks for the explanation.
wow, I can't believe this. This is the most creative thing we've ever done. Can you believe it's happening right now? And nobody's ever thought of this before, guys. This is history. History.
Hold on. Hat man looks like he wants to say something to add to it.
Let's hear it, Hat Man.
Oh, I was having fun laughing at your guys' reactions.
Oh, lovely.
So the way this game is gonna work is I'm gonna read off a quote. There's gonna be a scoring system. You will get 1 point if you tell me if it's a video game or a movie or a film. Sorry, it could be a TV show. So you have to either tell me it's a video game or a movie or a TV show. You can get 1 point for that. You get 2 points if you tell me what movie or game it is or TV show it is. And then you get the full 3 points if you tell me who said the quote.
Okay.
But you have to go ahead.
Is it a buzzing thing, or do we take turns?
No, it's going to be a buzzing thing.
Okay.
So there we go. We have Broofy has the Windows opening sound. Anthony,
can I just ding?
yeah,
We're
you can just
doing.
ding.
I'm doing a lot of multitasking, so it'll be a lot easier if I just ding. Okay. Perfect.
No, you're good. You can say ding, and then Broofy can say dong.
Hold on. Let me switch calls because I have this one sound from another server that I'm really curious to see what it sounds like. I want to check it out and come back. Give me 2 seconds. Or you guys, do I just play it here?
Just play it here.
Part
It's
of
all
the
right.
interruption.
It's named Walter White.
Yeah, just play it.
Oh,
For the
yeah.
fries in the bag, you bought it twat, you look like Walter White.
What? What is that from?
That is not Walter White, bro. They lied to me.
What is that
lied to
even? What is that
me.
from? What meme is that?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
that's funny.
Dude, I'm so disappointed.
That's horrible, dude.
I'm disappointed. Can I do? I apologize, guys. That was complete or utter garbage. I have to complain to the other server.
So, one more question.
You didn't file a complaint.
One
Go
more
for it.
question. Are you going to be speaking in the inflection of the characters as well, as like a further hint of the quote, or are you just going to be speaking in your natural
I'm
voice?
gonna read it. I'm gonna read it monotone, and then if you guys are still struggling, I will give my best rendition of the quote.
I think you should just
Oh,
start
I
with your
think we're
best
always gonna
rendition
struggle.
because
Yeah,
it would be
yeah,
really
nah,
funny
nah, yeah,
if you
always,
butcher it.
always, yeah, yeah.
Just give it your
always.
best shot. You can do it.
Okay. Alrighty. I have chosen my first quote.
Okay.
And
Excellent.
this is probably the easiest quote on the whole game, just to get you guys settled in.
Oh, that's lovely.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Ding.
Uh-huh.
It's Arnold Schwarzenegger in The Terminator.
You get. Do I give you the full points because it's from Terminator 2?
Oh, fucker.
Dude, just
God.
give him the 3 points, bro. He got it, bro. Dude, bro, like, come on, he got it, man.
Okay, he gets 3 points on
All right.
that. For future
Yeah,
reference, you have
woo!
to get the right
Okay,
I never
movie.
okay,
I never
okay.
watched Terminator.
I will get the exact film. Okay,
Okay,
I will do
Thank
that.
you, thank you. All right,
that's success. I never watched Terminator.
next quote. It's me, Mario.
I want to guess after. Harufi. Go ahead.
It's Mario from Mario Bros.
Well,
No, it is not.
which media? He didn't. Is it from the movie or which movie also or the games?
Fucking Mario, the games.
It's neither. It is not the Nintendo Mario in any form of media.
Okay, my guess.
Mhm.
Now, I don't think he does It's a Me Mario in the new one. So I'm gonna guess the 1990, what is it, 1994 or whatever, Super Mario Bros. That really awful film with I don't
No,
even
it's
know.
not Nintendo's Mario. It's not Nintendo's Mario.
But that's Mario's quote.
Okay, well,
Dude,
all right.
this is
I thought you meant Nintendo's Mario as in the games. That was
no, it's not Nintendo's Mario. It's not a form of the Mario Plunger brother. It's a me Mario.
Yeah, but that's a quote.
What is it?
Yes,
Okay.
not from that.
So what is it from then? We both got it wrong.
This is Mario Auditor from Assassin's Creed 2.
Oh my god, bro.
All right. Well, I don't know if that's very fair. I don't know if that's very
Nobody's
fair.
gonna guess
because
that. Nobody's gonna guess that.
Dude, I'm gonna put a picture of it so you can put it
I
on the
promise you, nobody in
screen.
the world is guessing that.
we'll see how much more
Dude.
scuffed this game gets, but I don't know if that's fair as you as a host. I'm not sure. Okay, let me
Change hats, co-host. Change hats, co-host.
open in browser. And then we're gonna there you go. Oh shit.
Beautiful.
There we go. It's a me,
That's
Mario.
legendary. You don't.
But where did the quote come from? They're quoting Mario. That's the
Exactly.
point.
Exactly.
What is happening? What is this?
All right, Anthony. Since you insist, I'll give Barufi 3 points, so it's tied.
But okay, he needs to pick a game. Which game did he say it first in?
Oh, I have no
Was-
fucking clue.
Wasn't it just Super Mario Bros. The very first one? Wasn't that what it's called?
You think he speaks in that
They-
game?
No, okay, look, listen. It's
Okay, I get
3-3
2 points.
because you
But
didn't have to say the
wish I
right
get 2 points.
Terminator. No, you get 3 because
That's-
he didn't say
no,
the right Terminator. Moving
that's
forward, it has to
fair.
be from the right form of
Okay,
media.
from the exact media and okay. I'm curious as to what the rest of this game has to offer now because that was something.
All right.
Yeah, we've set a precedent here, right?
We have.
All right. You have died
Alright.
from dysentery.
You have
Oh.
died from what?
Dysentery.
There are a lot of
Dysen-
games that you
I
could
don't
die
think
from
I've heard that.
dysentery. Are we talking Ding? Are we talking like the Oregon Trail? And
yes,
it's the narrator.
sir.
Let's
It is
go.
the narrator.
Yes. Well, of course it's the narrator. Who else is going to talk to you after you die?
That's cool.
All right. Hell yeah. Let's go.
All right. Anthony's up 6-3.
Excellent.
Next.
That sounds like it's
quote.
from like Baldur's Gate or something. That's so
Well,
funny.
that's the thing. You probably can die from dysentery in other games. Well,
It's
I
most
know you
known
can.
from the
but
Oregon Trail.
yeah, that's the most iconic
Let's go.
for sure.
All right. I gotta say this without bothering my neighbors, but you're gonna die, clown.
Oh man, you're gonna die, clown. I know.
Is that from,
this.
Dude, what is the name of the moron? What is the name of the moron?
I'm surprised you guys are struggling with this one.
I'm
Well,
surprised
no,
I'm
I
struggling too
I
because
have a guess.
I know
I
this
don't
reference.
know where it's from, but I have a guess.
Well,
I have a
guess.
guess.
Guess for me.
No, but I don't know the name of the moron. I don't know the name of the moron.
If you don't know the name of the character, then you probably don't know the name of this movie.
It's just a guess, but I'm trying to remember the name of the moron.
You're
And I
gonna
don't want to say
die,
it, and
clown.
I don't want to give Anthony any hints, so I don't want to tell you what I think it is. I mean, I can guess and give you the description of the character if you accept it.
No, we need names.
Well, there you go.
Fuck.
I don't have
I mean, you
names.
might have the right movie, and that's 2 points right
Yeah,
there.
that's true.
This also
I
could
don't
be
know
from a
the
video
name,
game.
but
And
the
you could
name
get
of the
0
movie
points.
is the character. The name of the movie I don't remember.
Okay, but your first guess is movie, right?
I don't know the name.
Fuck. I really should know
Can I
this.
look up the name of the movie? Is that allowed? I'm not looking up the quote. I'm looking up the name. Is that
If
that
you don't
allowed?
look up the quote, that's fine.
I'm not looking up the code. On my mama. I can never do that.
We trust you. Oh man, why can I not? I know.
Okay,
I've
I
heard
found the name.
this
I found the
many
name.
times.
My guess. I have a guess. And it's
Okay.
just a guess. Is it from Terrifier?
No, it is not Terrifier.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I didn't know the name of the moron.
No.
But it fits, right?
Yeah, it could. No, I don't fucking
Yeah.
know. It's definitely not
Yeah.
from Terrifier.
Okay, that's
Oh,
fine.
but like,
I can't
Alright.
guess again, right?
I
can't
I
guess
have
again.
quite a few quotes, so
but I like.
are we
I can
giving up?
totally see Billy in it saying this, but it definitely doesn't come from it unless I'm really thinking of the 1990.
You guys are
the original
so far off.
1990. I figured that. Man.
Well,
Also, you
since I'm
can
not
guess
guessing,
multiple times. I'm not gonna
okay.
limit you guys to one guess.
All right, I'll
Okay.
give up. We can move on. I know this reference. I don't know
Yeah,
why I
I'm
can't
moving
think
on.
of it.
I've heard it before.
You're gonna die, clown is spoken
from a
by
scary
Happy
movie?
Gilmore on the mini golf
Okay.
course.
Yeah, I've heard it before.
That
Anthony's so
that is
disappointed in himself.
painful.
He's in shambles.
Oh my
He's in
god!
shambles.
I should have fucking known that. But that is so emblematic of that era of. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a bad miss from me. Damn it. Damn.
All right.
Okay.
Next quote. I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
Wind Run Guard from Skyrim.
Ding, ding, ding.
Well done. I was gonna
So
let the
it's
quote
6-6
I'm not
finish,
missing
but
that.
it's all right. I'll let you equalize here.
We need rules for it. We need rules for that because I knew instantly.
No, you can buzz in whenever you feel ready, but when you buzz in, I'm going to stop reading the quote.
Okay, fair enough.
No, that's fine. I'm not. I didn't want a rule change. I was just, you know.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Next quote.
You summoned me. I came.
Hellraiser.
It was well done.
From
From who? What character?
yeah, who says it? Is this a Hellraiser movie?
The Chatterer.
The Chatterer doesn't speak. He just goes.
Yeah, you're right.
My mic can't pick
Well,
it
I
up.
mean, it's from. Dude. I've watched Hellraiser so many times and I'm blanking out now.
You get 1 point.
Okay, I'll take the 1
Actually,
point.
no, you get 2 points because you get 2 points because you got the movie.
I got the
but no,
media. Yeah, I got the media. I didn't get the
Movie.
character. Okay. Yeah, I blanked out.
Hellraiser.
Pinhead.
Yes.
Pinhead. Thank you. Yeah, I forgot. Of course. Yeah, Pinhead.
God.
Yeah, I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of that. I apologize.
So do I get the last point?
No.
Why?
I said it.
I was gonna say it. You spoiled it. I was in the middle of my guess and you said it. That's not my fault.
Okay. Question. So right now it's 8-6 Roofy. But for the future, if one person says like what it is, the movie, and then or the game, and then the other person can get the character? Are we giving the other person that point as a way of stealing the point? I'm in favor of
You're
saying
the
I think
yes.
that's
host.
fine. Yeah.
You're the
Okay, yes.
host.
Okay,
I
yep.
thought-
It's
Yeah, if you
7-8.
think so,
Groupie
you're the
has the
host.
lead.
You're the host.
Perfect. All right.
You're
It's
the
7-8.
host.
Groupie has the lead.
Okay. Cool.
All right. War is where the young and stupid are tricked by the old and bitter into killing each other.
I've never heard of
Oh,
that.
I am not familiar with this one either.
I've
Going into it.
never heard that. It sounds like a nice quote, but I have never heard it.
Okay, this is. We give up?
Can we?
Yes.
Would you try the inflection, or is that as close as you can get?
To be honest, I don't know how to describe it or say it any better than that. I don't think
Okay.
that my
I'm
inflection is going to change how you read the quote.
Can you
Okay.
say it again? I wanna guess. I'm thinking of guesses.
Okay. War is where the young and stupid are tricked by the old
Stupid.
and bitter into killing each other.
This gives me. I've never played Mass Effect, but it gives me Mass Effect vibes.
It's not Mass Effect. You
Okay,
do get
that's
a
fine.
point though because it is a video game.
Yeah, that's what I was
There you
guessing.
go.
Gonna
I got the
guess
media.
too, along that route. Video game. I mean, it still could be many, many, many things. We'll get. I don't know. I'll throw something out there. Mason in Black Ops. It's not right,
It is
but
not Mason
yeah.
from Black Ops. This
Just-
is Nico Bellic from GTA 4.
GTA 4,
Yeah.
Nico. Yeah, I played a little bit of GTA 4, but not that much. Not to the point I remember it, but I definitely played GTA 4.
Yeah. All right.
Hot take. Hot take. Might have been better than San Andreas.
Could be. Let us know in the
That's
comments.
just a wrong take.
It is a hot take.
All right.
All right.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
Oh fuck.
Ooh.
Oh
I
fuck.
feel like I've
What?
heard this so many times.
Yeah,
Dude, this is a
I could have.
legendary
I
quote.
could have heard this in 50 different things.
I know. I've heard this. I've heard this. I know, but I've definitely heard this.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Like this. I mean, oh. I'm listening to it in my head with like several different characters, and it all sounds
know, right? Yeah, I
it all
know.
sounds right.
know.
The craziest part is you don't hear him say it. This is a red quote.
Really? That is wow.
I give up. I have so many guesses in my head. I don't really know. I'll guess the media. I think it's a movie.
It's a video game.
Yeah, I didn't realize that I gave that away until after I said what I said, but yeah, it is a video game.
I can't believe Barufi just flunked on that. Okay.
I mean, it
I
could have
think
been
also-
red than a piece of paper in the movie.
No, he said it was red. So that means it's not spoken at
Yes.
all. Okay. My guess, it's too dangerous to go alone. Take this. That sounds.
I have one guess. After you guess, I have one guess.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
Wait,
Okay, it's not too
I was gonna
dangerous,
guess the
just-
game, but I played the
just
game so
dangerous.
much. No, it's not the movie or the game I'm thinking.
This is like
Yeah, you got it. You go. You go.
I am. Oh man. Oh man. It's read, not said. Oh fuck. Okay, video game, and the game is
Mm-hmm.
Halo. And it's no, that's as far as I'm going with that one.
You don't want to say Master Chief?
I was gonna say Cortana as like she's speaking in his head, and maybe that doesn't count as speaking. I don't know.
Oh.
But
No, this is from the original Legend of Zelda. It's the old man when he gives you the sword.
Oh.
So it's
Okay.
8-8 now.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Of course it does, Anthony.
Alrighty.
It's from the game. He didn't make it up.
Alrighty.
Mhm.
This next quote, I have no idea if you guys are going to recognize it or not, because I've never played this game. Praise the sun.
Fuck. Fuck.
Okay.
It's from Dark Souls.
Fuck.
Who says it?
Fuck.
Solari.
Yes.
Fuck. Damn it.
Rufy takes the lead, 11-8.
Well done.
Let's go.
Damn it.
All right.
He's quick.
Next
He's
And
quick
quote.
with the
Can you do
soundboard.
it? Can you do
Go
the
ahead.
posture for us? I'll do it with you.
Wait, let me pull it up again. Praise the sun.
Let's go. Let's go.
Wow. How many episodes in a
one of the
row
most
is that
iconic
now?
things from Pro Stuff.
Dude just wants to see my belly, bro.
I think he
That
does.
is not why I asked.
I think
That is not why I asked.
I think that's I think that's the
That is
point.
not why I asked. It's such
Uh,
an iconic from stuff thing.
That's the
That's
thumbnail.
so funny.
Be fair warned. No, it's not the thumbnail. But it
Dude,
could
that
be.
should be the
It
thumbnail.
is.
though.
I have the power. I have the power to make it the thumbnail. All right.
All right. All right, next quote. V must operate on his head with bullets.
With what?
Bullets.
That did not make it any clearer. That did not
Hey,
help.
I don't know.
Okay.
Is it?
Okay.
Is
Now.
this from?
Okay. Now that you've said
Must
it.
operate.
Yeah. Go ahead.
V must operate on his head with bullets.
With bullets.
I know this. I know this so distinctly.
Well, I have a guess. I have a
There's no way
guess.
you
I
know
have
this
never
so
played the.
distinctly.
I have never
Why?
played the game, but it gives me the vibe. Is this Borderlands?
This is not Borderlands.
Okay, I don't
Maybe
know.
it's the Borderlands movie, but that's not my guess. No. Why? I really feel like I know this one. Because
Is
the
this?
voice the impression that you gave is so distinct. I feel. Oh my god! Why?
Yeah. The quote reminds me of V for Vendetta, but that's never said in the movie.
It reminds
It,
it reminds me a lot of Mad Max, but that's not it.
Never watched Mad Max.
That's definitely not it. Man. But it might not even be a fucking.
It's
movie.
clearly a crazy character. It's
Oh yeah,
clear-
he's psychotic for sure.
yeah. It's clearly.
Man, I'm really bad at this game. I feel like I should know this, but maybe I really don't. It sounds like such a familiar
don't.
quote from such a familiar type of character.
I
All right,
don't.
I give up.
Okay, Broofy
I
gets
give
a
up.
singular point because it is a video game, so he takes the lead 12-8.
Okay.
This is Edward Richtofen from Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. There was no shot. Okay. Man,
Okay.
that is such a
Call of
familiar
Duty.
quote.
You say Call of Duty 3 Zombies?
Black
Black
Ops 3
Ops 3.
zombies.
Oh, Black Ops 3. I thought you said Call of Duty 3. Okay.
No.
Alright, cool.
That is
Okay,
such a
this next
familiar
one should
quote.
be easier.
All right.
Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. But today is a gift. That is why it's called the
I've
present.
heard it. I've heard that.
I'm not gonna know what this. Oh fuck!
I
It's
don't
from
know
a
either,
movie.
though.
It's
I-
from a
Definitely-
movie. That's for sure.
Point, Anthony.
100%. Yeah, ding. Okay. Okay. The yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. but today is a
I have a
gift.
guess. I have a funny guess. I have a funny guess. Is this from Click?
No, this is
Ooh,
not from Click.
that's actually like that would be a good guess given the themes of the movie. That yeah.
Yeah, that's why I thought of it.
Oh
Dude, this
man.
is a way more legendary movie.
Legendary.
No, I have no clue.
In which way? Bad or good?
This movie's fucking awesome, dude.
Fuck.
And I know you've seen this movie.
I know I've seen it too because it is too familiar. But I mean, man, you're talking to a guy who's watched a lot of movies.
I'd be shocked if Rufy hasn't seen this movie.
I probably have. It
Yesterday's
sounds so
history.
familiar.
Tomorrow's a mystery. Today's a gift. That's why they call it present. Man,
It reminds me of that one Jim Carrey movie where he meets God.
Bruce
It
Almighty.
reminds me of that movie. Yeah, it reminds me of that movie. Morgan Freeman is
That's
God.
another.
That's so fitting.
That's another decent guess. But I'm thinking of time travel movies right now. You know what I mean?
Is it just
That
back to?
feels.
Is it just Back to the Future or something?
But no, it can't be from the first one. I would know that.
Maybe it's not from the first one.
I don't think it's from any of them. I
Oh,
don't know what
he onto
character.
something?
I don't know what character in Back to the Future would say something like that. Doc Brown is a doctor. Well, not a doctor, but he's a scientist. I don't think he would say something like that. Especially the end. That's why they call it present. Like that's just not him. I don't think Marty would say it either. But oh man,
I'll say
Fuck.
this one out.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
You saying
I
Rufy?
don't want to sit this one out as well.
Oh, he said you're sitting it out.
I should throw something out there. That
We
was
still have
definitely
plenty of quotes.
that was definitely a red herring. What you said about the maybe he's onto something. It's 100% not Back to the Future. I'm safe in knowing that. Man, that last line is so.
Throw out a guess.
I would know if it's from this movie, but I'm gonna throw it out. I would know if it's from this movie though, but so I don't think so. But take a guess. Good Will Hunting, and it's Sean, psychologist.
Dude, no.
I knew
It's
it.
Master Oogway from Kung Fu Panda.
God damn it! It was a philosophical thing though.
What a random fucking yeah, but
Dude, that's a banger of a quote. He says that before he kills
no,
himself.
it's
What are
a
we
good.
talking about?
Before
No, it's a
kills
good. It's a
himself.
good quote.
Yeah, that would never be in Good Will Hunting, but it just felt like something that maybe would be said by that type of character.
Yeah.
So that was my flyer guess. I knew
right.
it wasn't part of it, but
Alrighty. Tell me, Bats, what are you really scared of? Failing to save
Oh
this
my
cesspool
god.
of a city? Not finding the commissioner in time? A picture of me in a thong?
That is the Joker from Dark Knight.
No.
can you finish the quote, please? I want to hear your full impression.
Not finding the commissioner in time? Me in a thong?
That's gotta be Joker. What? It has to be Joker.
This is, but it's not. It's not a new Batman. It's definitely.
I said the Dark Knight.
That's a new. That technically okay. Whatever. It's not that. It's not the Dark Knight.
It's one of the cartoons,
Definitely
maybe
not
or
the Dark
something.
Knight.
No, but it still could. Oh, it's between.
Maybe it's a game, like Arkham
Ooh,
Asylum or like Arkham City or something. Maybe it's one of the games. I think it's Joker,
that's
bro,
a
from Batman universe. It's for sure Joker from
okay. And we
Batman
only
universe.
do we have more than one guess?
We do.
So okay,
Yeah, I'll
ding,
let you go next. Though I already
ding.
guessed. So you go next.
Uh, Batman 89 Joker. Wrong. Ding.
Eh,
Ding. 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 Ding.
okay.
Video game. Uh. Okay, read it one more time. Real quick, read it one more time.
Tell me, Bats, what are you really scared of? Failing to save this cesspool of a city? Not finding the commissioner in time? Me in a thong?
No, movie. Uh. 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 Batman Forever, the Riddler.
No.
Fuck.
I think it's got to be the Joker.
I wouldn't know any of the animated Batman films. Any quotes from them.
Yeah, that's the
So
thing. I
that's
I
what
don't know
makes
any
me
of the
lean.
animated ones.
Maybe one of the Arkham games. Um.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'll do my guess. I think it's from Joker from the Arkham City.
what is that? 2 points.
It's 2 points.
Okay. Ding.
Okay.
Is this the game that has Catwoman in it?
I have no fucking clue. I don't
Oh,
play these
okay.
games.
That's
It's
Arkham City. That's Arkham City.
okay. The Riddler in the same game.
No.
Oh, it's a
It's
different
not.
game. It's a different game. Ding,
Yeah, I
ding,
think it's
ding,
Arkham. I think it's
ding,
Arkham
ding,
Asylum. I think it's
ding,
Arkham
ding,
Asylum.
ding,
Say
ding, ding.
Asylum. Say Asylum.
Batman Arkham
Asylum.
Asylum video game, the Joker.
Ruby definitely said it. So I'm giving it to Ruby.
I dinged. I said ding like 12 times.
Okay, fine.
I think it's only
you
fair.
get-
I get 2 points and he gets 1 because
Yes,
Yeah,
I
that,
guess
then you can get
the
the 1
yes,
point.
that
I think it's
yes.
fair. I think
I'm
it's fair.
fighting for 1 point
See-
right now.
Ruby.
Because when I
Ruby
mentioned it,
said-
Jacob, I didn't guess it. I was just talking about it. I didn't guess it earlier.
Yeah, you said this is probably from Arkham Asylum like not 5 minutes ago, like from 2 minutes ago or something like that.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
so that brings Rufy's point total to 14 and Anthony's to 10.
Fuck, I really need a recognizable movie one real bad.
Okay. Deeds will not be less valiant because they are unpraised.
Oh, I've definitely seen that quote.
This one is not ringing a bell at all.
Fuck, bro.
I must be really bad with quotes. I think that's just what it is.
Deeds will be less
Anthony, the fact
valiant.
that this one is not an immediate answer is insane to me.
I must just be really bad with
I have it,
quotes.
bro.
Like I'm just completely drawing a blank on
Say it again?
most of these.
Say it again.
Deeds will not be less valiant because they are unpraised.
Oh my god, dude. Ah. Hey, Is this Interstellar?
No.
At what point would they be talking about deeds? Man,
I mean, I think, you know, any point, I think.
it's crazy that I don't know this. Man, I am like that makes
I
me
know, like I've for sure heard this.
that makes me
1000%
jump
I've heard
into an
this.
IP that I am very familiar with, but I can't think of any moment in any of those types of movies. Oh, unless it's like an Indiana Jones quote, but not from Indiana Jones. That's the one that maybe makes sense. I'm going to say ding, 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 ding. Because why not guess? Movie, Raiders of the Lost Ark, and it's Belloc. Fuck. I feel like that was a good guess.
I give up.
Rufy already guessed a movie, so he gets that point.
I guess the movie.
You said Interstellar.
But he didn't say movie.
Oh, okay.
Unless
Anthony has 11 points.
Look, Rupert can have it unless he concedes because I did say movie. He didn't. He just said Interstellar. If he
No,
wants the point, he can take
you
it.
can take it. Yeah, just you can take it.
Okay.
No, you can take it.
Man, I feel like
I didn't
11,
necessarily guess that
14.
it was a movie.
I feel like Raiders was a
There's
good
2
guess
points
there,
on the
but
board.
maybe not. Was
There's
I
2
like
points for the taking for
was
2
I like
massive fans of this IP.
was I getting warm there?
I mean, it's a famous IP.
Okay, I'll guess
Okay.
Lord of the Rings. Like I would know. Yeah, I would know if it's Lord of the Rings, but I guess.
Which one
Which
and
one?
which character?
Holy shit! I mean, I was just throwing it out there. Okay, I'll say the deeds. I'll say the third one, Sam. But again, I feel like I would know this.
No. So,
This is Return of the King.
okay, but my
So-
my guess for character in Return of the
Holy
King
shit! This is from Lord of the Rings.
would be King Theoden.
No.
Oh, maybe it's
Bro, I can't believe this is from Lord of the
ding
Rings,
ding
bro.
ding ding ding. Is it Denethor?
No.
It's for
Ding
sure
ding
not
ding ding
Denethor,
ding.
bro.
Is it
100%.
Faramir?
No.
Fuck. All
Hold
right.
on, bro.
I'll let
Pause,
Rufy
pause,
guess
bro.
one.
Pause,
Guess a
bro.
You guys are
character.
just not familiar with this quote, I guess.
It's
I-
not.
I-
It's
I
not.
feel like
but
I
that's the
should
thing.
know.
Like, I don't think this is a quote. And like a quote, yes, but not an iconic quote. Did you look up iconic quotes? Because I don't like a lot of these are. I don't know.
I looked up iconic quotes from Lord of the Rings, and this was the most upvoted one on Reddit.
What?
Okay, it
What?
is definitely not. It is definitely not. Hold on,
No.
pause. It is definitely not the most iconic.
No.
It is not the most
This
iconic Lord of the
people are
Rings quote.
upvoting it because they believe in it or something. Like, yeah.
Yeah, they like it. You know, it's a
And
fun. It's
look,
you know,
Jacob,
it's
I'm not
Okay,
criticizing
not the
you
most
at
common
all
answer.
in this. I just think it's
No,
really
it's not
funny.
you. Yeah, I'm criticizing. No, I'm criticizing Reddit on this one.
Oh,
Okay.
I really thought it would
I
be
think
King
it's
Theoden.
Gandalf.
I guess that's the only other
No, this
character.
is.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let you guys just name the whole Lord of the Rings roster.
Yeah,
It's
I really
Aragorn.
thought I
Yeah,
would know
yeah,
this if
that's
it was
fine.
Lord of the Rings.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Eowyn.
So
But who is it?
no, it's Aragorn.
Aragorn.
When does he
But
say
who did it?
that?
When did he say that? Well,
Watch it be a book quote and not from the movie.
Did
That's why we're
he-
struggling.
maybe yeah, maybe. I haven't read in so long. I have to reread the Lord of the Rings books. I really have to. When could he possibly say that? To Gimli?
No, there's no way.
Right?
The only interaction that would warrant that it was with King Theoden before they march, right? I mean, that's the only time. But there's no line.
Well, they
I
didn't
think-
march together. They didn't march together.
Well, they marched to Dunharrow together.
I guess I totally
To
butchered this. This
Hundaro,
might
yeah,
be
Hundaro, yeah,
stereotypical.
but not to Minas Tirith.
Right, but before they march to Dunharrow, maybe he says it in the book. Because he's talking about.
This
What if he
is
says that to the King of the Mountain?
Ooh,
this
that's
is
another
where
possibility.
I saw it from.
Right?
So it's from the book, not the movie. Is that what we're gathering?
These will not be less valiant because they are unpraised. Like, I feel like he would say this to Boromir in the first movie, not in The Return of the King. That's so funny.
I think you can see at the bottom there of the image, because it says by
Mhm.
J.R.R. Tolkien. That's definitely makes me believe it's a book quote and not in the movie, which makes a lot of sense that we couldn't recognize it because I haven't read them in a long time.
Yeah,
either.
I haven't.
Okay,
Yeah, I have to
well,
reread.
R.I.P.
But it's okay,
my
Jacob. Don't worry.
whole game. Or we each
We
get
split,
1 point because
yeah.
media. Yeah.
Fine.
So it's 11 to 15 or 12 to 15.
12-15.
I think 12,
15.
yeah.
Yeah, because it was 11.
Okay.
It was 11 to 14
Alright.
after the bullshit movie point.
Right.
Yeah.
Rule
That's
number
fine.
1. Or sorry, rule number 1.
Fuck.
Body count is
fuck.
always bigger.
Oh, fuck.
No, it's 11 to 15.
Like-
11 to 15.
11 to 15. Okay.
Yes.
The body count what?
You buzzed in.
Rule 1, the body count. That's what you got.
I buzzed in when you said rule 1. I was gonna say Fight Club, so I'll just say Fight Club.
It's not Fight Club.
Can you finish
Yeah.
the quote, please?
Yes, please.
Rule number 1: the body count is always bigger. Here, let me
I
give
have
a
no
quick one.
clue.
So, rule number 1: the body count is always bigger.
That makes me lean like really Wolf of Wall Street esque. So that I'll guess that. Movie, The Wolf of Wall
You
Street,
guys
Martin
are far
Belfort.
off.
Okay.
You do get point for
I
saying
have.
movie outright, though.
Okay.
So,
Sounds
I think
good.
it's Inglorious. I think it's Inglorious Bastards.
it's not even close to Inglourious Bastards.
The body count is always better.
I don't even know what that means.
Well, that's why I went with The Wolf of Wall Street. Maybe he's talking about body count in sex
Because
instead
they're
of
always high. That's because they're always high.
the body count is
Um,
always better. Rule number 1. Speaking like Yoda now. That's what this game has brought me to. Okay, movie. Are we okay? Maybe not. Maybe way off, but are we in like the same era? So 2005 to 2015.
A little earlier.
Okay. The body count is always bigger or better?
Bigger.
better.
Bigger. The body count is always bigger. I have no idea. I'm gonna pass. I got the movie point.
All right. All right. Number 2: the death scenes are always much more elaborate.
Oh my god, is this Ding? Oh, Scream 2 and it's fuck, what's his name? Randy?
Bingo. Good.
Let's go. That second part, yeah, that was a giveaway for me 100%.
That's why I wanted to keep it to just the one, but you guys were struggling. So
Gotcha. What?
he closes the gap a little bit. It's now 14 to 15. It's anybody's game. We still have a few more quotes to go.
That's big.
All right. I talk a lot, so I've kind of just learned to tune myself out.
Oh.
I have no
Oh my
clue.
god. No, this is
I have
super
zero
recognizable.
clue.
I talk a lot, so I just learned to tune myself out. Fuck. I've definitely heard this. I've definitely seen this movie.
Doesn't have to be a movie.
I really think it is. Unless there's
I
a
have
very
no clue.
very similar quote in a movie and
I'll guess.
okay.
Is this a game and is it Life is Strange?
No, I haven't even heard of Life is Strange.
I thought for some reason I thought you were such a big Life is Strange guy. I think you would
No.
love Life is Strange.
Oh, okay.
I talk a lot. Oh my god. You said TV shows too?
You know, I talk a lot, so I've learned to just tune myself out.
Is it TV shows as well? Okay. TV show The Office, and it's Mindy Kaling's god, why can't I cannot think of character names right now. Mindy Kaling's character. Fuck. What's her name?
It's
That's
Kelly
it.
Kapoor.
Kelly,
from The
yes,
Office,
Kelly.
yeah.
That's it, right? Yes, okay.
Yeah.
That I knew like
Anthony
man, that was
takes the lead.
super that was super distinct. Okay.
Look at Kelly.
Man,
So it's now
I don't know why I'm struggling
17
with
to 15.
I don't know why I'm struggling with character names tonight. This is crazy. Holy shit.
I thought that Anthony was gonna like blow this game out of the water, to be honest, but it's staying pretty close. All right, next quote: "Kiss this well that me soul shall dwell, till I feel me magic that breaks me spell."
Video game. Okay. No, I didn't ding.
Does that sound like that just sounds like Leprechaun to me. Is that Leprechaun?
Oh.
It is the leprechaun.
That you know what? That makes a lot of sense. Well done. I really thought that was video
This
game.
is why I wanted to do monotone.
No, but we
Okay,
like your
so
we like your
Groovy takes the
impressions.
lead right back.
We like your
Oh,
impressions.
thank you.
They're funny.
So Ruby takes the
I'll be
lead
honest
right
with
back.
you. The impression gave me the answer. I had no clue where the quote was from. It was purely the
That's
impression. So you should be proud of yourself.
dude. Thank you, thank you. I'm honored. I'm honored. They
So
should
what's
cast me
the
as the next 6'4" leprechaun.
so is it
Yeah.
17 to 18 or 16 to 18?
I regained the lead now.
Yes, yes. It's Rufy is now winning 18-17.
Okay.
Next
Okay.
quote. So you. Oh wait, sorry. Sorry. So you giving me a lecture about not being a good enough gangbanger?
Gangbanger.
This is something like Scream's Training Day, but it's not going to be that. But that type of movie,
Wait, gangbanger. Who the fuck says gangbanger?
90s gangbangers, I don't know.
Yeah, the
Valid.
gangbanger. Who the fuck says that?
Oh, wait a second. Could this be another GTA quote? Perhaps? That's a possibility, for sure. Okay. That's going to be where my first guess goes. It's going to be video game GTA 5 Franklin.
Bingo. That is
Oh, shit.
correct.
Holy
Yeah.
shit. Nice. All right.
Damn.
Anthony takes the lead right back. That is Franklin from GTA 5.
All right.
The best character in
Now the
GTA
score
5, by
is
the way,
20
not even
to
close.
18.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty. In times of crisis, the wise build bridges, while the foolish build barriers.
Hmm. Tough one. Really tough
Well, the
one.
foolish build barriers.
Man. In times of crisis. Okay, go ahead.
I have a feeling. This is movie and from Hunger Games.
Oh, good guess.
It is a movie, 19 to 20. It is not Hunger Games.
Okay.
Movie. In times of crisis, wise people build barriers, and somebody builds, or wise people build. Fuck. Can you say it
Sorry.
again?
Let me. Yeah.
I butchered that so bad.
In times of crisis, the wise build bridges, while the foolish build
Build
barriers.
bridges. Are you sure it's not? You talked about times of crisis. It's not Time Crisis 3.
What is that?
You know, the classic arcade
Whatever.
shooter game, Time Crisis.
Can't say I'm familiar.
Wow, that's an old reference. Okay. In times of crisis, the wise build bridges, the foolish build barriers. And it's not Hunger Games. It could be another dystopian type of movie. You know, maybe there's a philosophical quote in Divergent somewhere. I haven't seen those. Twilight, even. Haven't seen those.
Marvel.
Oh, Marvel. Is that a hint? It could be a hint.
I would guess, right?
You know, now that he said that, it reminds me of something that Ding movie Doctor Strange the Sorcerer Supreme.
No.
Okay. Felt like that was a decent guess.
Is it from Civil War?
Oh, Black Panther from Civil War,
Who?
Captain America Civil War.
Huh? No.
How about
Anthony gets another point, but it is the Black Panther. This
okay,
is
it
but it's the
T'Challa.
wrong
ding
movie.
ding Black Panther. Movie Black Panther.
Ruby, do we allow that?
Of course not, bro. You basically told him.
What?
I mean, I
Look,
said it was the right
dude,
character.
Yes, you said correct character, wrong movie.
From
You
the
didn't
wrong
say the
movie?
movie was Black Panther. I was perfectly in the rules there. What are we doing?
He kind of is.
Okay, sure.
It's 22-19.
All right.
Still a 3-point deficit, so you can tie it here. There's 5 quotes left. So we're down to the last 5.
Okay.
Alrighty. Fear of a name only increases fear of the thing itself.
Ding. Which one is it? I'm okay. Okay, I'm not gonna go guessing all of them, so I'm gonna give it my best shot. Ding. Dumbledore in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone.
This is 2 points.
Wrong movie. Or no, it's got to be wrong movie. All right, Barufy, I'll let you get the character. I'm not gonna guess again.
I think that's serious.
No, it is Dumbledore. Wrong.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that if it was flip flop, that would be a good one, I think. But yeah,
Yeah, I think serious made sense.
I'll let you get this point. So go ahead. It's Dumbledore in one of the
Dumbledore.
movies. My next guess would have been
I would
Half-Blood
say.
Prince.
I think.
Well, don't
it's
shake
from...
your head. If it was right, I was gonna give Barufy the point.
I think it's from fourth one, Chance of Fire.
No. This is from Chamber of Secrets.
Chamber of Secrets. I did not think it would be the first two.
No, the
Yeah.
first one
Okay.
made a lot of
So
sense to
it's
me because he has that talk with Harry, with the Mirror of Erised. That area made a lot of, and I could hear the Richard Harris, I think, was the original. Yeah, Richard Harris. I could hear him saying that quote. Fear is the thing, whatever, in that voice.
Yeah.
It made sense.
Yeah,
Good.
I would
Yeah.
not have been able to place that in Chamber of Secrets, so no harm, no foul
Yeah,
there.
Philosopher's Stone made
It's
more sense
24
to
to
me, but-
19. Yeah,
Right.
it is 24 to 19. Next quote. The day will never come that we forsake this planet and its people.
That's Interstellar.
No.
Oh my god.
That
But it's a movie.
That is a very
To compliment my guess.
It is a movie.
That
there
is
you go.
that is a very, very familiar quote. So I should be able to get
Very
this.
familiar.
20 to 24.
Where we forsake this planet. Where we forsake this planet. Where we forsake this planet. Who have I heard say that?
I've definitely heard it.
Let me do a better rendition of the quote.
Okay.
The day will never come that we forsake this planet and its people.
Honestly, that was that a little bit more alarm bells initially there. I should know this like immediately. Forsake this planet and its people. A day will come when we shall forsake this planet and abandon its people. Holy shit, why can I not? Because, oh man. Proof, you have anything?
Okay. He actually says this quote very calmly. I just watched the clip of him saying the quote, but he says it very calmly, but you also don't see him. Like, he's not in the screen whenever he's saying the quote.
Okay. Okay. A day will come when we shall forsake this planet and abandon its people.
No. The day will never come.
Oh, okay. Day will never come. Okay, that changes it too. Oh, this feels like MCU now again. This feels like movie The Avengers Thor.
No.
That's got to be close. I feel like that's on the doorstep.
Very close in genre.
I'll let Broofy guess first.
I have no clue.
My guess was close, so maybe
I
that's
guess
something
movie
competitive.
right already, but I have so many games I could guess for this, but for movies I don't really know. Even though I got movie right. I just can't believe it's not Interstellar. Like it has everything to do with Interstellar.
That I'm a little surprised
Uh,
by that as well.
And I instantly thought of Interstellar. I'll pass.
Shall we just move to the next quote?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, but
This
what
was
was the answer?
Optimus Prime from Transformers 3.
Damn it.
Yeah, you see,
Damn.
if you gave me
Damn.
1,000 guesses, I would never say that.
No, that makes a lot of
But I
sense.
definitely heard the quote before.
And with his impression, that
It
makes
makes
sense
a
too.
lot of sense for him to say that.
Because
Yeah,
initially,
yeah.
when I didn't think it was Never, when I didn't realize Never was a part of it, I was thinking Thanos. And then when you changed, when I was corrected, it sounded, the deep voice. It
But he
reminded
wasn't
me,
wrong though, right? Not too far, yeah.
yeah, it reminded me of Thor
In
because
genre.
with the gravitas and being from not this planet, right? Okay.
Right. Okay. Next quote. Love is the one thing we are capable of perceiving that
Ding!
transcends dimensions of time.
Ding!
Did he laugh so hard that we can't even hear him anymore? His
Ding!
mic
I know,
blew.
right? He just exploded the
This
sound
is a
barrier.
movie. This is Interstellar. And
Finally,
this is
Interstellar.
Brand. This is Brand.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, and ding.
Oh, poor Barufi. That's why I was laughing because you guessed it like 3 times,
okay.
and now the Interstellar quote
And
comes up.
I was getting to it. It was clicking. It was clicking in my head. I knew that was Interstellar.
Okay, Rufi can force a tiebreaker. There's 6 points in between the two of you, and there's 6 points left to be claimed.
Cool.
I
The
got
score is
both.
21 to 27. The
Let's
next
go.
quote is, I just can't take no pleasure in killing. There's just some things you gotta do. Don't mean you have to like it.
You see, I'm not getting no 3 points here. No pleasure in killing, and you sound like a country guy.
That's a hint.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
That's where I was going.
My first thing is ding. Video game, Red Dead Redemption. I don't know the character.
Wrong, and wrong.
Okay. My next,
Okay.
I'll let Rufy guess. I'll be fair.
No pleasure.
I'll be nice, actually.
In killing, sometimes you just have to do it.
I just can't take no pleasure in killing. There's just some things you gotta do.
Yes. Is this Django from Django Unchained?
It is not, but it is a movie, so you get that point.
Fuck, bro. But that felt so good. That felt such a good guess.
Okay. Ding. Movie.
Or in the wrong genre.
Movie. Oh fuck. Okay, because my guess was gonna. I'll just say it and I'll pass it. It was going to be The Officer, Tommy Lee Jones, The Officer, and No Country for Old Men. That's not right though, because he's not a killer. Yeah. I was thinking of the movie, but then the more I thought about that quote, the more it doesn't make sense. So yeah, that was a wasted guess on my part.
No pleasure in killing.
This movie came out in the 1970s.
Oh my god.
Go for it.
Is this fucking Zorro?
No.
Fuck.
The 70s.
All right. Shall I give you guys another quote from the same person?
That's yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Okay. You have one choice, boy. Sex or the saw. Sex is, well, nobody knows, but the saw is family.
The only thing there's only one thing I could guess after that quote.
It's obviously not that because Bubba is a dumbass, but Chainsaw Massacre like is the only thing I thought of.
Who?
I don't know their names.
Me
Describe
neither.
them.
Describe him.
Huh?
He's giving you a chance
No,
to
it
get
was
all
no,
three.
no. I know. I'm trying. I'm trying. Well, it's not Leatherface. It's the Leatherface is the only character I know. I haven't watched Chainsaw Massacre. Is it? Was Bubba ever able to speak? I'll say Bubba just for the sake of it, but it's not Bubba.
It's definitely not Bubba. So Bubba has brothers, and this is
Oh
one of Bubba's
fuck!
brothers.
You see,
But at this
brothers.
point,
Like I'll take the 2 points and be okay with it.
yeah. Well, unfortunate that you couldn't uh, finalize the comeback to tie it. But this is Drayton Sawyer.
Yeah.
He was portrayed by legendary actor Jim Cedo.
See, if I
So
have
for those,
watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre when I told myself I would watch it, I would have gotten this one right, and I would be very
dude,
well in alive.
If I
the
told
first two movies
myself,
are really good movies.
if I told myself I would watch a movie, and then I actually watched it, I would have 5,000 movies under my belt at this point.
There you go.
It's such a common theme. Uh,
Same with me in games. I have so many games in my playlist. It's ridiculous.
All right, guys, are you ready for the final quote?
yeah, let's do a consolation quote for sure.
Dude.
All right, I've said this quote 100 times, so I
If you're
wasn't
not first, you're
fired, Mom. I
last.
was laid off, but you wouldn't know the difference.
Well, say the first half. I didn't hear the first half.
I wasn't fired, Mom. I was laid off, but you wouldn't know the difference.
Ding. Movie Will Ferrell Step Brothers.
Well, yes, that's the movie.
Well, great. Okay.
Who
Oh,
says it?
great.
Will Ferrell.
Who says it? Who says it?
Will Ferrell. That's his name. Will.
What's his name? What's his name in
Will.
the movie?
Bob.
It's Brennan.
I knew it started with a
Brennan
B. I knew it started with a B.
But you can call him Nighthawk.
Okay.
You have to call me Dragon.
Well,
Well, congratulations to Anthony for
yes.
winning
Yes. Let's
this
fucking
totally
go.
original inaugural episode of Who Said What.
Yes, of course. What an original idea. You know what? Enough of the round of applause for me. Let's give a round of applause to Jacob for putting together such a creative and original game for us. Woo! Woo!
Thank you.
Yes. We had some hiccups, but it was a lot of fun. I started off. Okay, I started off really poorly, but I was heating up at the end there, so that was good. I was happy with myself at the end. I finished strong. But yeah, fun game. Thank you for hosting a game this week.
Disappointed and nobody got the. Thank you. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I'm still disappointed nobody got "You're Gonna Die, Clown."
Yeah, I should have
Yeah.
gotten that. You know what I mean? Oh well.
I'm really proud of Broofy for taking the context clues and getting the Leprechaun one first guess. Proud of him for that.
Yeah, dude. I've never heard that.
I know
phrase, so be
you
proud
didn't
of
even finish
yourself.
the quote. I don't think.
No, he finished it, but
No, I did.
he finished it.
Oh, maybe
But
I
I've
just thought it
never
was
watched a Leprechaun, so
all right. Awesome stuff.
yeah.
Regardless,
Good
an
game.
amazing episode. A little
Yeah.
on the shorter side this time. We're gonna try and be more apparent or
Concise.
aware of the run times because we like to yap for a couple 3 hours at a time.
Yeah,
So
I
we
think
thank
this
you
is a
to
good.
anybody.
I think this is a good run time here. Although
Yeah.
before we totally end the episode,
Oh,
if there's any
Oh.
last things that we want to quickly get off our chests, you know, I know Broofy, you had a couple other things you wanted to talk about for a couple minutes. If you wanted to do it now, or we can table it. Up to you.
I can just quickly state my first sleeper of the 2025 NFL draft, and that is Pat Bryant. I'm confused with Bradley for a second. Pat
He's a
Bryant,
dog.
he is a dog, not very explosive, not very fast, but he plays with such strength. I mean, his deep routes, he shrugs guys so easily with one arm, in
He's
stride.
a football guy.
Yeah, he's a football guy. He's a guy that you want. Uh, Super high ceiling in my opinion. And low floor, I think, just because of his physical tools. I think that is a guy that you take in the second round, and early third. I think that's my grade on him. Um,
See,
and
you're not gonna like this because it's not gonna bode well for him.
mhm.
But my comp to him out of college is actually Terrace Marshall. I think he's a very similar player to Terrace
I
Marshall out of
I
college.
don't hate that. I don't hate that. I think his absolute ceiling is like an AJ Brown of sorts. I think his game is not so far from that. He's less explosive than AJ Brown, especially off of the line. But he's a guy that if I would love him at the Dolphins. For instance, I think he would fit really well with Tua. He's a guy that wants a accurate quarterback, a quarterback that throws on time, because he's not going to create separation on his own. But if you have a guy that throws to spots, I mean,
I'd
his
say
catch
his
rate is just
ceiling is
massive.
like a Michael Thomas.
Yeah, I think it's not bad either. I do think he has more physical tools than Michael Thomas though. Um, Maybe not as
That's fair.
agile, not as explosive than Michael Thomas, but I see where you're coming from. But he's definitely a guy that wants a accurate quarterback. So in that sense, yeah, I agree with that. So
Mm.
I think I would be ecstatic if the Dolphins drafted him. He's one of my guys so far. It would fit really well with Miami and a need in the wide receiver room. So for sure,
Very well.
He'd be a good fit.
I would think so.
All right. Well, yeah, I've got nothing really. Just chilling. Yeah. So,
I think it's
Jacob,
time for the coastal call.
yeah. Let's hear the coastal call, Jacob.
All right, this is the second weekly coastal call. Those who
Mhm.
have made it this far, thank you so much for giving us your undivided
What's the call?
attention. Surely you weren't doing anything else while listening to a podcast, because everybody knows that you watch podcasts directly and you don't have anything else going on in your life when you listen to them. So
True.
we
There,
thank
there
you
you go.
very much for your undivided attention. If you could give us a like and maybe comment down below, maybe your thoughts on some of those movies that we talked about,
And
or
call me a moron
maybe
for
yeah,
choking the game away.
insult these people for not getting these quotes right. I mean, they're
Yeah,
pretty
thank
good
you.
quotes, so you would think they'd get more
Especially
of them.
the
So
yeah, there you go.
feel free to like and then comment about whatever you had to comment about, and then subscribe, please, to the Astronaut YouTube channel. We try to post every week. Make sure that we get consistent uploads. Just trying to build a fun podcast for the future. If you thought that we were pretty funny, stick around for next week. Thank you very much.
All right. See you guys.